For nearly all of human history, we did not rule the earth. We followed the rains. We moved with the herds. We left behind nothing but footprints and ashes. We lived within nature. Then, in the blink of geological time, everything changed. We stopped moving. We built walls. We began reshaping the world itself. This was the turning point, the moment civilization was born. For tens of thousands of years, humans lived in small, mobile bands. A typical group consisted of 20 to 40 individuals, families bound by cooperation and survival. They traveled across vast territories, sometimes hundreds of square miles, following seasonal plants and migrating animals. Their survival depended on deep environmental knowledge. They tracked animal behavior. They recognized edible plants. They read landscapes in ways invisible to the untrained eye. Food was consumed soon after it was gathered or hunted. Without reliable storage, accumulation was impossible. Wealth could not be hoarded, and without stored wealth, no individual could dominate others through control of resources. If conflict arose, the solution was simple. People left. Freedom was measured in distance. Contrary to popular myth, prehistoric life was not a constant struggle against starvation. Skeletal evidence reveals strong bodies, dense bones, and impressive height. In some regions, average human height would not be matched again until the 20th century. Their diets were diverse and nutrient-rich: wild game, fish, roots, nuts, fruits, fibrous plants. These communities were deeply adapted to their environments. Population remained low, regulated by the limits of the land. Humans were part of the ecosystem, not its masters. For thousands of years, this balance endured. Around 12,000 years ago, the Earth emerged from the last ice age. Glaciers retreated, temperatures stabilized, rainfall patterns became more predictable. A new geological chapter began, a rare period of climatic stability. In the Near East, this shift created a corridors of abundance. Wild ancestors of wheat and barley grew in dense stands. Gazelle herds migrated through valleys in enormous numbers. For the first time in human history, food could be gathered in one place, in extraordinary quantities. And humans began to stay, and staying changed everything. When humans remained in one place, the rhythm of life shifted. The land was no longer something passed through. It became something defended, something inherited, something remembered. Permanent settlement triggered quiet revolutions. In mobile societies, mothers could carry only one infant at a time. Births were spaced years apart. But in settled communities, this limitation disappeared. Children could be raised together. Food could be shared more easily. Population began to grow, and growth created pressure. Around 10,800 BCE, the climate shifted abruptly. A sudden cooling period, known today as the Younger Dryas, disrupted ecosystems across the Near East. Grasslands shrank, woodlands retreated, wild food sources declined. Communities faced a decision no human society had confronted before: return to movement, or change the rules of nature itself. They chose to intervene. People began clearing competing vegetation. They protected wild stands of grain. They gathered seeds not just to eat, but to plant. Generation after generation, they selected the strongest plants, the largest grains, the easiest harvests. Slowly, imperceptibly, the biology of plants changed. Wild wheat once scattered its seeds freely in the wind. Domesticated wheat did not. It waited, dependent, requiring human hands to survive. Agriculture was not born from ambition. It emerged from necessity, and with it, a new world took shape. Fields replaced forests. Irrigation channels redirected rivers. Human labor reshaped soil, season after season. Food production increased, but so did its cost. Diets narrowed. Meals, once diverse, became dominated by starchy grains. Skeletal remains reveal the consequences. Reduced height, weakened bones, signs of malnutrition. Grinding grain required hours of repetitive labor. Spines compressed. Joints deteriorated. Hands wore down under stone. And permanence brought another invisible companion: disease. Dense settlements placed humans in close contact with each other and with animals. Pathogens found opportunity. Epidemics became possible. Illness spread more easily than ever before. Yet despite declining health, populations continued to rise. Agriculture fed more people per acre than foraging ever could. The system reinforced itself. The agricultural engine could not be reversed. And as food accumulated, so did something new: surplus. Surplus created storage. Storage created value. Value demanded protection. Land became fixed. Territory mattered. Boundaries formed. Walls rose around settlements. What had once been open horizon became enclosed space. Mobility gave way to territory. Equality began to give way to hierarchy. When resources concentrate, power follows. In the river valleys of Mesopotamia, irrigation transformed arid plains into fertile farmland. But canals required coordination. Water had to be measured, distributed, maintained. Coordination required leadership. Leadership required authority. Villages expanded. Structures multiplied. Communities evolved into cities. Within these early cities, something extraordinary appeared: writing. Not poetry, not philosophy. Accounting. Marks pressed into clay to record grain, labor, taxes, obligations. Information became power. Human society had crossed a threshold. A system now existed larger than any individual, more permanent than any generation. Civilization had begun. With civilization came monuments, temples, administrative centers, organized religion, law. But it also brought inequality, forced labor, warfare between territories, systems of control. The open freedom of the foraging world, where conflict could be resolved by walking away, was replaced by life inside structures that could not easily be escaped. Civilization did not erase nature. It reorganized it, enclosed it, managed it. And those first enclosures still shape our lives today. Cities, governments, property, institutions, power, all trace their origins to the moment humanity stopped adapting entirely to the world and began reshaping it. The walls we build are no longer stone alone. They are economic systems, political borders, social hierarchies. But their foundation was laid thousands of years ago when humans chose to stay. That choice, to settle, to cultivate, to organize, was the turning point. The moment civilization was born, and we are still living inside it.